Good afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with the Simpler Stocks free video for October 7th, 2016. As you see, it's about 5 minutes after the close. Just got off the gold site. We had a great time talking in there with great participation, by the way. Today was all about everybody squaring up their positions prior to the big bad unemployment report. We had the ES is up 325, NASDAQ down all of 50 cents. Russell, as you see in here, down all of 60 cents in here. You had the bonds down 22 again. Dow Jones Industrials down all of 12. At one time, they were down 85. SPX up all of 1 point. Transport's doing nothing. Gold down again, down 1270. I've been warning that this could go all the way to 1220 on here if it goes to where the gold stocks are. We go over this all the time on the premium side of how to figure what stocks lead what product and where they ultimately could go. You had crude oil up 69 cents, dollar having a strong day up here, up 56. You had the advanced decline all day. It was moderately negative, but not bad. Just down all of net about 332. You had the VIX down a bit. Obviously, when the market just stabilizes, the VIX doesn't do much. You might be like, why wasn't the VIX up today with the unemployment report? I don't think this unemployment report means that much. Plus, there's another one coming out right before the election. That'll probably be more important. You have the UVXY. Like I said, this is a depleting commodity. I hate the UVXY, down 31 cents. So what do I see in the market right now? Number one, ES's bounced back, not because of bonds, but because the product that led the decline of the bonds, which was the REITs, finally had a bounce today. Look at SPG today. At one time, down in this area, look at this, down all the way to 193, got up to 199. A 6-point rally in here. That seemed to help a little bit of the attitude of the bulls in here, no doubt about it. You might ask, what does the SPG have to do with the ES or the bonds? I have found that products like the gold stocks, the GDX, a lot of times leads the actual metal. We've been showing this on the Simpler Stocks premium side for a long time in here, and a lot of people made a lot of money in there. Basically, when I saw this, have this type of topping pattern, on Monday, I posted charts showing this bear flag and that you need to short the gold stocks. Right there was like right here in the middle of June 1st. Well, when gold's here, I'm like, well, gold could go where it was June 1st. Guess what? It's there right now. The idea with gold is there. The gold stocks led the metal. Same thing with this. Here's the VNQ. The VNQ is the ETF for the REITs. The REITs are interest rate sensitive. See how it undercut that low there? These are interest rate sensitive. That means things like bonds. It's predicting what bonds are going to do. Just like the GDX shows the metal. Look what this undercut before this even started selling off. And now this is undercutting here. I wouldn't be surprised to see the bonds try to get to this level, like 163, 162.16. That's like this at the bottom of its range. If that happens, I think the next thing you're going to see is the ESs have another leg down. So far, they look pretty good. But I'm seeing this right here. And you have an unemployment report tomorrow. And I'm not saying this is going to happen. But if the bonds have another leg down, then this ES could finally break this level. The big wild card in here is we see this pattern on the right. And you have the Russell on the left that could go either way. Put this on a 195 chart, and you're going to see that this on the right that I think can break down might be invalidated if the Russell breaks up. So just keep that in mind of what we're looking at in here. As you know, we still have the $7 30-day trial still going. What this includes in here, and I want to show you, I'm very proud of all this, what Priyanka and I have done. She's my boss in Simpler Stocks. We have a chat room where I'm on 9 to 10 every morning. We have premium videos a lot more in depth than what you're hearing now. We have a forum that's sort of a message-based, message board type way to communicate with me and other traders. We have a meetup where about every 2 weeks we do an instructional video that then goes into an archive and they're at least an hour each one, goes into an archive that are free as long as you're a member. If you'll see on here when you click on meetups, look at all these videos that are free in here. Fantastic in there on how that goes. Of course, I'm partial, but I think they're fantastic. The last but not least is the email alerts. I send out stock trades and chart ideas, index and futures charts, and unusual option activity. I'm not like some of these other sites that charge $400 a month and pump out 100 different option trades a day where, one of them sticks after a month and they brag about how well they did. I post ones that are actionable now. I don't want you to have analysis by paralysis, have 100 ideas and not know which one to jump on. Just to give you an idea, the last one we showed, and I don't show that many, about 5 a week, was Delta. Look at this. Big call buying in Delta. See this right here? Now I want you to see that I showed all the call buying. And now I want to go to what Delta did the next day. I posted that 45 minutes before the close. Look what Delta did between that 45 minutes and the next morning on the opening. You could have made 2 points in 30 minutes. That, if you bought a 10 lot of options, that pays your subscription for 3 years. So those are the type of trades I try to show in the unusual options. And I've gotten quite a following just from the unusual option activity. So I hope everybody's enjoyed this video. I hope anybody impacted by Hurricane Matthew is staying safe and is able to get back to normal activity soon. So have a great night. I will talk to you later.